We're shooting a cooking video. Today we're making hummus. To be completely honest with you, I've always been a little scared to make hummus because I know there's a couple ingredients in it that I don't know what they are. Like tahini or something like that. Anyway. Comment below and let me know what you want to see me cook. And maybe I'll make some videos like that. Sorry about the false flag. Is that what that's called? No. Back to that nice weather. It's 80 and sunny here. I feel like everywhere I've been traveling has been like not as nice as Montana. Shout out to Montana. What's up, squad? Hey, hey, Eddie. Hey. Oh my goodness. Oh, here comes everybody. Oh man. Hey guys. Whoa. Whoa. Out here at the bros. How's your foot, man? How's your foot? You guys munching? Whoa. You munching, man? Yeah? Come on. Let me pet the goats. You guys don't need, you need all the attention, don't you? You're so good though. Yes, you're so good. Squad's back. Squad's back in town. You got your bear dogs?
Protection dogs.
Keep her safe, guys, all right? I'm going to work.
Bye.
See you at the gym. Later. All right, this is my business lesson right here, right? I just learned a business lesson. It's something I'm gonna do moving forward. I think it's very, very valuable. I think it's even like a life lesson, right? I think I've prided myself on always having non-negotiables in my head. Like there's things that I pride myself on, like, no, fuck that, I don't do that, or I don't do this, or blah, blah, blah. And I think the mistake that I made, and it's been like a few years now, the mistake that I made is I never wrote them down. I always had them in my head, right? So I've always had these, like, this is what defines me, this is what defines me, this is what defines me, since like 2010. I haven't written them down. That's my biggest regret right now. I rarely feel regret. What happens by not writing them down? I think at moments of weakness or moments where I was confused and I was faced with making decisions, I was persuaded by other things. It's almost like it's a big granite statue and like it just slowly wore away. And like, there's a little chip here, a little chip here, a little chip here, a little chip here. And before you know it, the statue's all fucked up, right? But it was never one big chip out of the statue. It was just a bunch of little ones. Over the next few days, as I'm gonna write things that define me, things that I've learned, and things that like, it's a fucking hard no. And I think that that's what I sort of fucked up with here for a little while. It just makes it really fucking easy, dude. It's a fucking hard no. And I think what taught me that, honestly, was being straight edge, like my whole life, up until, you know, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. But I was straight edge and it was so easy. It was like, decisions were so clear. Like if you went somewhere and someone's like, hey, do you want to drink this? Do you want to smoke this? Do you want to take this? Do you want to do this? It was like a hard no, because it was like, no, I'm straight edge. No. And I think even with the vegan thing now, they're like, oh, well, you know, you can't even have a little meat. And it's like, no, I'm vegan. No. And I think that like those two things, you know, define me. Now, when I started like casually smoking black and milds and all of a sudden I was like drinking a little bit, and that's really as far as I went with drugs, it like muddies the waters slowly, and then, you know, you get all fucked up. And it's sort of like if I was vegan and I was like, okay, I'll have chicken every once in a while. And it's like, well, next thing you know, it's like I'll have beef and then you fall the fuck off. I think what I need to do is I just need to write down these hardline shit that I have, you know? And I think in the business world, it'll help make decisions very, very clear. And I'll probably even share those things with you once I make the list. I don't know if it'll help anybody, but I'm just surprised I haven't done that. It's just like a minor thing that I overlooked. And I think that it's a bunch of little decisions too. Like, it's a bunch of little decisions, you know? And before you know it, you look back and it's been like a couple years and you're like, wow, I made a bunch of really weird decisions. That being said, I'm not in trouble. Nothing's going on weird. I know everyone's gonna speculate because I left it very vague and I didn't give specific examples, but I don't know. I just figured that's the lesson that I feel today in my heart that I feel like I've learned. So I'm gonna start writing. Back in my safe zone here. I decided not to lift today. I started to lift, and then I just, it was too late in the day. My head got away from me. And I need to do something to relax. The garage has been painted. The shelving has been stained. Dirt bikes are in. Some stuff's hung up. You know, making progress in here. I've been spending a lot of time in here just sort of trying to like focus only on this. I listen to podcasts. But this is something very, very exciting that I have. I have the first one production sold in America. I'm actually about to set it up. I hope it goes well. We'll see. It's a system by, let's make sure there's my address on there, by Bare Bones Systems. So I was getting my truck worked on back when I got all the armor put on at Expedition 1. And I saw this, and I was like, what is that? And they're like, it's a prototype. I was like, well, I want to order one. They're like, not for sale. I was like, well, I want to put a down payment, and then I want to buy it. So what this is, it's a 12-foot dirt bike stacker. So what happens is some of the bikes we don't ride as much, like the T-dubs, we don't ride as much. And I think we have 3 of them. It's a system that goes on this wall here, and then you can stack your bikes. It looks really fucking cool. So I am going to start disassembling and see if I can figure out how to put it together. Update. There are instructions, but it looks really easy to assemble. So sort of got everything laid out. These are actually really dope. Everything's made really, really well, powder coated really, really well. It doesn't feel like the first time this has been made. Like, I don't know, I'm very impressed. These are all little wheels. I'll show them later, but this is gonna come together, I think, pretty quick. I've been working on it for like 3 minutes. So I've hit a decent snag. So I have it all assembled, but I don't have the lug to put it in the wall. So I think that's it for tonight.
Take the bodies out! Take the bodies out! Take the bodies out! Call the ambulances! Take the bodies out! Take the bodies out! Take the bodies out! Call the ambulances! Take the bodies out! Take the bodies out! Take the bodies out! Call the ambulances! Take the bodies out! Take the bodies out! Take the bodies out! Call the ambulances! Take the bodies out!
Success, we got one shelf up. That's a heavy shelf too. These are made by 2x6s. So, skid loader seems to have worked. Getting pretty organized here. So one thing that I didn't even think of, my brother did his garage just now too. This is like so therapeutic for me that the one thing that he said, his garage is about half the size, he was bummed out that he finished it. He was really bummed out. He's like, I'm done. I don't even know what to do. And I just realized there is no timeline on this, and I really enjoy it. So everything else in my life, I rush, and I try to get done as fast as possible. And this is something I'm actually gonna take my time with. So you'll probably be seeing this garage in a lot of future videos. I'll try to keep it a little bit shorter than this, but I don't know, man. I'm gonna take my time with it, do it right, take a lot of pride in it. I don't have a lot of projects like this, so most of my projects are work related and there's timelines and people rely on me, but this is my own little fun thing, so I'm gonna take my time with it. I got this breakdown for you I made.